Woo, this episode, Joe, hey, we asked for the grim, we asked for the darkness for this series. The dark is here now, ain't no turning back, because we're past the halfway point now. We're at episode 7, and unless this gets 24 episodes out instead of 12 or 13 out of nowhere, it ain't no turning back. It's just gonna get worse from here. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Infrar-Ed. Welcome to the Scott Reports. Today I'm bringing you an anime review of Magical Girl Raising Project, episode 7. Man, you thought last week was crazy? This week was even crazier as this series just continues to up the bar of that darkness that we expected. And once we read what this series was going to be about altogether, first and foremost, let's get a correction out the way. Last week, that was actually the beheaded body of Alice that killed Magical Lloyd. I thought it was Cranberry. Thanks to Sassy Simone Smith for pointing that out for me. But back to this episode in general, Alice. Alice is a force to be reckoned with. She is a Terminator. She is way better than Magical Lloyd, which we thought, or at least I did, thought it was going to be a force of nature because it was a robot. Turns out it was just a crusty money grubbing robot. This Alice chick is a straight up Terminator, as her ability is to recover from any mortal wound. She's practically invincible. And Calamity Mary found that out the hard way because Mary wanted to know who killed Magical Lloyd. That was her partner. That was her money buddy. So you step on that, you're stepping on me. That's basically what she said. Like, I can't have people out there thinking I'm soft. I can't let people under me get killed without me getting revenge himself. And Babe is still around to stir up the shit because it was like, well, I can't tell you who killed Magical Lloyd, but Magical Lloyd is dead. So with that being said, Calamity Mary decides to make a deal with Fabe, which was more along the lines of the same thing that Cranberry is doing, is basically be a merc for hire. So she goes after Alice, because apparently the thing squealed and told her who killed Magical Lloyd, and she got definitely more than she can chew for. I mean, she was throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Alice, and it just wasn't working. She was using sniper rifles, she was using shotguns, just straight up Gears of War gifts, the shotgun after shotgun after shotgun, and Alice just kept coming after her to the point where she was getting scared. This was the first time we've seen fear and insanity on Calamity Mary's face, as she was using grenades. She's throwing grenades and tucking and rolling like she's out there in the war zone. She's trying to blow it up using gasoline. She's taking pieces of her, putting her in barrels, throwing her underwater. Nothing that she was doing was working. And she was just like, you know what? I'm just going to get the fuck out of here because I can't kill that girl. And that was definitely my favorite part of the episode, was to see Calamity Mary in this predicament, to see Alice keep coming back. And she's definitely a more interesting character to me now after everything that we've seen her do at the end of this episode and the beginning of this one. And also props to that little outlaw music that they always play for Calamity Mary. I really like that. I need to find that track and get it for myself. But let's get to what else happened in this episode as well. So we also find out that Snow White was able to survive the ordeal by a lucky rabbit's foot item that she had on her. So that was the only reason that she lived. It definitely worked to her advantage, but she didn't know how she got it. And this item actually belonged to Alice, and she confronts Alice about this later on in the episode, asking, did you give this to me? And she was like, yeah, I gave it to you because I want to. I mean, I'm loving Alice. She's a creepy, immortal Terminator, and she just has this eeriness, this gothness about herself that just makes you wonder about her and want to know more about her in general. And I want to know her intentions of saving Snow White at all. I definitely want to see what's going on with that. She has to be a classmate or something. I've been hearing that around the net, that she's probably somebody that Snow White knows in passing at the very least. But also with that being said, we see kind of the fallout of La Pucelle being killed last episode. Of course, we had to address that. It's definitely broken Snow White to the point where she doesn't want to know what to do next, and it really tore Sister Nana apart because she trained La Pucelle, so that's really hurting her. She's still trying to fight the good fight and just hopes that this togetherness that she's trying to bring would shine through with everybody else. But Winter Prison knows something's going on. Winter Prison's like, La Pucelle was killed and this robot was killed. Something's not right. Something's going on. I'm going to keep myself guarded. I'm going to watch my back. You can go out here and be nice all you want. Of course, I'm going to get your back no matter what. But something's fishy is definitely going on. And we also touch base with Swim, who I've been saying all along that I really don't think that she knows the repercussions of what she does. And there's really something wrong with this little girl because she is still living by all of the ideals that Ruler had. Except she killed Ruler. So it's kind of like, what the hell? because Winter Prison, as we know, is known as one of the strongest fighters, if not the strongest. Well, can't say the strongest now after seeing how Cranberry got down. We just have to wait for that battle. But she's definitely one of the strongest amongst them, and she's taking Ruler's teachings by saying that you have to take out everybody stronger than you. That's the only way you're going to survive. And if you can't do it fairly, you need to cheat. So that's what Swim Swim is going to do. She seems like, it's not seems like, we're just going to go ahead and say it. She's trying to set up Sister Nana in Winter Prison to try to take out Winter Prison in some kind of shady way. And I hope she gets wrecked for it. I mean, I don't want to wish death on anybody besides Ruler, because she was probably the only person that deserves it. But I think Swim Swim needs to have this hit to reality, and she needs to know her place and know that you are a little girl playing in a big girl's world. And I hope Winter Prison definitely puts her in her place once we get to this part next week. In other news, there was no death this week because Magicaloid died, so no one had to be dropped out. But that allowed us with some very much needed time with Ripple and her character outside of the magical girl world. And man, this girl is a beast, and she has such a hard life. I really feel sorry for her, but I love how she fights back by every sense. As growing up, she's had a very hard life because her mom has had like multiple stepdads. I think she was on like 5 stepdads or something. So kids are coming up to her like, yeah, so your mom's a slut, you know? So how many dads have you had? I don't even remember what your surname is anymore. And Ripple's a beast. She's just like, what'd you say? Taking dudes down, just straight up pounding them in the face, beating their ass, and they deserve it because this little kid straight up took his leg and put it under her dress. Was like, so would you do something strange with some chains just like your mom? Let's kick out what he deserved. And then her current stepdad that she had, he was even worse. This creep was looking in on the room while she was undressing. This dude ain't got no job. He's sitting up at home drinking beer. Like, I'm not gonna work. He's probably just mooching off her mom and things like that. And he lifts up her dress and tries to get his trump on and grab her by the pussy, and she pushed his ass out the way too. She was like, you know what, I had enough of this. I'm out of here. Props to Ripple, just straight up decking boys and girls. Do not disrespect this girl, and she will put you in her place. So she decided to go out, live by herself. We got to see her life and the hard life that she came up with, but I'm loving her even more to see that she does not play. She does not take crap from anybody. This girl will beat you down. As we get a little bit of time with her and Top Speed once again, and focusing on the thing with Top Speed by saying that she only has 6 more months, or she wants to only live 6 more months. And this is not my theory. This actually comes from my good friend Sloan, the female otaku, who says that Top Speed could very well be pregnant. And that makes a lot of sense, because why does she keep harping on she only has to live for 6 more months? Unless you know she's going to pop out a kid or something, and she's just trying to live until the kid is born. And the only other thing that I can think of is maybe that she's sick, and that's going to be like her, you know, time that she has left. So I definitely want to see what's going on with that, because it's no need to say the death flag is definitely raised for Top Speed. It's just a matter of when it's going to get to it. And things are really heating up, as Calamity Mary has now called upon Ripple. So you know nothing good is going to come out of that, unless it's to the point that she is so afraid of what Alice done that she's willing to team up with anybody to make sure she take this girl out. And then we got the darkness looming within with what Swim Swim and the rest of those crusties have planned for Sister Nana in Winter Prison. But with Winter Prison there, I'm not worried about Sister Nana, but at the same time, this series is so dark. This series definitely does go there. They're going to have something planned to either isolate Winter Prison away, or just straight up kill Winter Prison, or Sister Nana, or both, without them even knowing. So we just got to wait for next week on that. Guys, definitely let me know what you thought of this episode. I thought it was great. Just like everything else, I mean, this fall, a lot of people are bashing the fall season because it's kind of an independent season. It's not really a big name or anything out there. It's getting people excited, but you can't deny that things like this, March comes in like a lion, Bungo Stray Dogs, these series are just getting better and better by the week. And I can guarantee, or at least I feel, that by the end of the season, we're going to have a different outlook on everything in the fall altogether. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Guys, if you like this video, go ahead and drop it a like. And if you want to hear more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as there's not a shortage of content for you to indulge on this channel. And be sure to check me out later as I live react to Dragon Ball Super Vegito hype. Let's go. But I'm not going to get on that yet. I got to save the hype for that. So I'll see you guys then. And as I always say, you guys can be anywhere on YouTube right now, but you chose to listen to me. I really appreciate that. So thanks for stopping by. On that note, it's your boy Infrar-Ed signing out. See you soon.